Hello everyone, Dan here, and today I've got a very special effect today called, well, it's more of a routine, called Flowers for Sabrina. It was inspired by the Netflix series Sabrina. It was a beautiful series, and it brought all the routines that I'm going to show you today together. Now with this, before I even begin, I have a prediction card. I wrote some stuff on it, and right now I put it in backwards so you can't understand it, but this prediction has a bunch of writing which we'll use later on. So I'll just leave it right here for right now. Okay, and we'll put the card box on top of it. For right now, we'll shuffle up the cards very fairly. Whoop. How ironic. Very fairly. And so the cards can be extra mixed. And this is before the spectators does anything else. I should also mention that I've been working on a little bit of memorization skills. You know, memorizing different numbers of cards at a time. Now there was a guy on the Ellen Show real fast who was actually able to memorize 6 decks of cards after being all shuffled all together. But legend has it, after doing the stunt of memorizing 6 decks of cards all together, shuffled all together, he couldn't remember where he parked his car. Gotta love it. So here's what we'll do today, just one last shuffle, and now we'll attempt the memory stunt. And you can actually try with me, see how good your memory is working on this. So let's do it together. 2 of spades, ace of hearts, 8 of hearts, and I might go a little bit faster eventually. So 2 of spades, ace of hearts, 8 of hearts, ace of diamonds, queen of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, I'm going to say 8 of spades. So queen of diamonds, ace of diamonds, queen of diamonds, 8 of diamonds, 9 of clubs, 6 of spades, 8 of spades, 3 of diamonds, 6 of hearts, 7 of hearts, 10 of hearts, 7 clubs, 2, 9, jack. I can memorize much faster, so keep with me if you can. Jack, 10, king, queen, queen of spades, queen of clubs, 10, 6, king, jack, 5, 4, ace, 7, 9, 3, 5, 9, 3, 5, 2, 9, 3, 5, 2. Okay, I got it logged. Now the important thing to note about this is through memorizing cards, you can know where any card is at, or be able to control any card, like a memorized deck. I'll show you the importance right now. 2, 10, king, 2, 6, jack, king, 4 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, 3, ace, 5 of hearts, 5 of spades, 5 spades, 4, queen, 3, 8, queen, 3, 8, okay, I think we got it. Now the important thing to note here is I can move one card from the top to the bottom. It doesn't really matter as it's in a circular order. The fun part comes in, for example, when a spectator decides to riffle a deck and to organize in whatever order they want. So a spectator, not me, can riffle the deck like so, and they say just like that, just like that. And they actually put into all red and black order, believe it or not. And you went through it, there's no editing, it's one straight cut, and, I mean, you know, with filming, I mean. And as we spread the cards, you'll notice that every single card is all on one side it's all red, and on the other side it's all black. Hopefully you can see all this. Lovely, isn't it? Gotta love it. And that's the power of memorization. Thank you. So let's continue on with this little journey. Well, for the next effect, we'll actually have 2 spectators help me out. So a spectator on my left and a spectator on my right. Hoping the memorization didn't overwhelm you. So I'll have 2 selections made, and I'm going to try a crazy stunt. One stunt into another, I say. So we'll actually have a card selected, a person selects a card over here, another person selects a card, let's say over here, and they both memorize their cards as we go along. So we have them memorized, and then they can toss it back wherever, so the one spectator tosses it back over here, and they can always memorize it twice, lost inside, and then the second spectator can put their card back and lose it inside. Okay, and then lost inside the pack. And I always love to make it extra fair. Sorry, cards everywhere. And I love to make it extra fair with the shuffles and extra cuts, so to make it extra fun. I'll actually give us a crazy cut like that. That's called the Melanie cut. One of my favorites. So what I'm going to try to attempt to do is be able to find both cards within 5 seconds. And you see me shuffling, constantly shuffling the pack, and eventually you're going to shuffle the deck too for the next mystery. But 5 seconds is all I'm given. Ready, set, you can count with me. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I could be wrong. I could have missed. But I believe both cards are the 5 of clubs and the 10 of hearts. I hope that was pretty amazing. And let's have a little bit more fun. Let's have a little bit more fun with the playing cards we have. What we're also going to do is we're actually going to use, finally, I never thought we were going to get to it. We're actually going to get to our prediction. So let's actually do it. Let's actually go forward with it. So we got our prediction, and well, actually we'll leave it here. It's till the end. Where I was inspired by, and this is like a prediction or anticipation for what is to come, was the Sabrina movie. And in the movie, Sabrina, it was at the end of season 2. So I know there's season 3, I haven't gotten to it yet, but we're going to focus on the end of season 2. It was where she was going to be the, she was part of the prophecy of releasing demons from hell into the world. And everyone went against that prediction. And they're saying, no, it shall not be done. We gotta stop this. And so everyone and all her friends actually went to the gates of hell and stopped the demons from coming out. And so I actually want to try something like that. So before we even begin, we're going to need Sabrina, the part of the prophecy, to be done. So I'll actually have a spectator help me out. You are going to pick the Sabrina card, if I may, or if I'm allowed to be cheesy. So they can go across the cards like so. I can go across the cards like so, and they tell me when to stop whenever they want. They say stop right here. Do you want to change your mind, or do you like the mind you have? And they say they like the mind they have. And when that card is shown to the audience, I will look away. But that is the card that is shown. Okay. And we'll toss it fairly back inside the pack right here. Hopefully it's seen. And toss back inside the pack. So we're going to have some fun with this card. Now, additionally, we're going to create some chaos. And as the show had lots of chaos in it, we're going to create some chaos of our own. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a spectator deal off cards like so. And a spectator would be doing this like this. And they could deal like this if they want to. Or instead of that, they can actually take the cards and deal them out like haphazard after the first couple, but just making sure the piles are even and evenly dealt with cards. And that would be the idea. Okay? So normally a spectator, I would toss the card inside and give this to a spectator and they deal it out. So I'll leave it to them. They can first deal the first row fairly off the top of the deck, and then the second row. And now they can go crazy. So I'm actually going to participate in this chaos. So you can actually see all the cards being dealt everywhere. And it could be off, like so. And it's just, I want them to be absolutely mixed, like so. Just cards literally everywhere, so that we make it absolutely fair. And now spectators can point to any two piles they want. So let me first square them, and square them. So they point to any two piles. Let's just say, for sake of argument, these two. And then the spectator has full choice over these piles. So, and then we can shuffle up. And the spectator, I'm going to lay them out, and the spectator, making sure everything's fair, will actually square them themselves. Okay? So that is the first pile. Second pile will go like this. I leave it out so they can square it themselves, seeing the true interlacing of the cards. And then one last shuffle looks like so. And then this way you can see more of the cards being mixed, like so. Fair? Hopefully fair. So we can interweave all the cards together. Now, to deal out the prediction of how the future may be told, or what is to come, we're going to actually deal out 2 piles. I would have the spectator, not me. I'm going to be pretty much hands off on this normally. They will deal down 16 cards, I tell them. Deal down 2 piles, so 1 is 16 cards, face down off the top of the deck. That's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Apologies for this being a brief dealing trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would tell them to deal 20 cards now in this pile. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They would deal that off, and then they could just set this packet aside. Doesn't really matter. We're all good. So they can take the middle pile, and I would tell them to mix it for their own fun and humor. They can mix this pile in the center so it can create even more chaos. Going with the theme of chaos in the Sabrina series, which I truly love. And now it's time for the prediction, if I may. The prediction says 3 things, and hopefully the camera can read it. I'll start off with the first one. The first one says, and I'll put a close-up of this card in the end. First one says the cards in the center, the packet in the center, there will be exactly 10 red cards and 10 black cards. Hopefully you can see this clearly. 10 black cards and 10 red cards. So let's go for it, and we can turn this packet face up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I was 1 off, but it's a pretty close prediction. We can count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sometimes you're off by 1, but it's still a pretty close prediction. The second prediction it says on here is the cards the cards on the side, this pile, will be all red. And so let's check it out. And we can actually spread on through. I'll actually spread it on the table. Hopefully the audience can see this. The camera can catch it. This whole pile, every single last card is all red. And the audience can check this out and confirm this for themselves. And then the third prediction is that, and I can actually now show the prediction openly, the card in the other pile, the cards in the other pile will be all black except for the 2 of hearts, the spectator's card. Now I'm hoping that is your card, because if I spread on through, every card is black, all except for your 2 of hearts. My name is Dan, and I hope you have an amazing one. Thank you.